But we're alive. That's what matters.
Anyway, fan, I think they thought that recasting Ross was okay because it's not really what William Hurt was known for as opposed to Chadwick. I think it's because a vocal minority on the internet threw a hissy fit at the idea of recasting him. And Marvel only listens to the vocal minority now. So that, well, we can't recast. What are we going to do? We'll make his annoying sister Black Panther.
I like her in the first movie. But no, like, that was a 50-50 split. Like, a lot of people were really sad and affected by that casting. Like I said, you weren't going to please everyone, however you approached that sequel. And the William Hurt thing, again, I find that just as disrespectful and annoying, or disrespectful to both, depending on your point of view. Like, because William Hurt, like, he's Ross in, like, 4 of those movies. So you're saying, well, we don't need to honor his memory by leaving that character with him. Like, it's, again, the hypocrisy is bullshit.
So this is the secret 4th act of every Alien movie where we think we're safe.
Woo!
And torch upgrade required. So I don't know if you were really catching what they were talking about. The guy that was helping you betrayed you and like jettisoned you and everyone into space. Let's fucking go.
Woo! And didn't do too well for that guy. And so how effective is this weapon against the Xenomorph?
Not very.
Austin was so disappointed when the Xenomorphs weren't bulletproof in Romulus. And I was like, yeah, I don't... He was convinced that they weren't gonna be, and I was like, we'll see, and I was right. Oh my god. You can shoot him with every weapon. That did him.
Anime thinks the mustache line was questionable. That's whatever. I've seen worse.
Probably because Harrison Ford just didn't want to wear a fake mustache. And I love Harrison Ford. Like, if he has fun with that movie, then great.
He's also really good casting for Ross.
He is. But, you know, you could have just made it his brother or his cousin. Thing.
Okay, Smallville.
Well, no, if it was Smallville, it would be the same actor playing 2 different roles. Oh no, imagine if they did that. It's like Ross's brother, but it's a CGI AI resurrection of William Hurt.
No, wait.
It's done now.
I'm sorry for fucking up with the lockdown area.
Forget it. You got me out in the end. I'll see you back at the bureau.
Come on, get him! Come on, get him!
Voice acting.
I don't want to say anything.
Oh god.
You want another take?
Nah, that was fine. I almost missed this map up here. The plant room? Who's in this game? Poison Ivy? Yes. William Hurt had been accused of bad things. What if that's the reason why the character Ross was recast so soon after William Hurt's passing?
I don't know.
Can we stop like pretending that actors need to be some holy like template that we need to look up to.
I agree. There's very few actors where I get invested in their personal lives or even want to meet. It's like, yeah, I love their work. I don't
Yeah.
I don't care about their personal lives. I try to stay out of that stuff.
Like, I don't know. Robert Downey Jr. is a good actor. He's not my best friend that lives down the street.
Right. Hey, you got a little robot buddy.
Unless they're like hurting children, I don't really give a shit. Oh, I saw the funniest follow-up to that Dr. Disrespect video I sent you.
Oh no.
He tried to
You're
come.
really stuck on that.
It's so funny though. He tried to come back to streaming and play in Steam's new game, which is a multiplayer game. When people saw that he was on their team, they all quit. So he was just by himself trying to take on the enemy team. He's done. Like, he can try to come back all he wants. But unless he sticks to single player games, he's done.
He was done before I even heard of him.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything I know about this person, I know from you.
Well, Robert, do you know the legal definition of sexting? Because he does.
Something's been up with the
God.
damn android since I got here.
No, this is new. They've left their posts. I just saw
Another one bites the dust.
that's not normal.
Great.
Watch your back.
Robert, if you can believe it, the androids are acting up.
Oh no. I hope a CGI Ian Holm doesn't show up.
Well, truly the thing of nightmares.
And I know you're more open to remakes and recastings than I am. We still both draw certain lines, certain places. Like, you know, Bruce Campbell is Ash Williams. You never recast Ash Williams. We agree on this
What's
one.
going on with the androids?
I feel like checked out when it comes to Marvel, but hopefully they can so much interesting. X-Men. Yeah, I mean, I hope the X-Men are used well. Yes. That's also a different situation where the role was created for him.
Right.
There's not like pre-existing material.
And that's how I feel about most things. Like, you know, we're talking about the comic book stuff. Like, yeah, if it's based on a comic book character or a book character, like, if it's a pre-established thing that you're adapting, then sure, I'm gonna be open-minded to reboots and recastings and stuff.
Hell, some of this is admittedly retroactive just because we saw what we got. I think I would have been okay if they just recast Luke, Han, and Leia. And did like a proper episode 8, 9, and 10, or 7, 8, 9.
I don't, but I would have done it animated. If you wanted something more closer, like in the timeline to episode 6.
Oh god. Oh. Hello.
Oh. You'll be fine.
Shooting me.
You're good. Just open your bed, Kit.
And now for the humans enemy portion of the game.
The worst monster of them all.
That's why the alien was so ferocious, right? Because they're like, it's gonna be off the table for a while. Let's make sure you're sick of it. How did I get out of here?
You're hopelessly lost.
I am hopelessly lost. Robert, I don't know about you, but I think it'd just be a good idea to get off the fuck off the space station.
Yeah, maybe we should have done that a while ago.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I don't know when anyone will get this, but someone needs to keep a record, and I don't know. I came here.
Oh wait, maybe it
What the
was.
fuck
to write about the collapse
What?
of the dream of
What the fuck were you guys talking about in the general chat earlier?
The androids.
Adam Rush just sent me a message. He was like, "What's Austin doing?"
In the general chat.
on the Geek Floosh. What the fuck is happening?
What?
Like, earlier somebody was talking about, also was talking about Tom King's sex tape, and then everything just spirals after that.
I mean, that's actually not really, because like that conversation that you're talking about happened later.
What about the change in alert status?
Damn it, I don't know. I'm trying to contact Samuels.
No wonder I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, what are you talking about? Did you see where the treat up where Signor Sticks was like, why are you talking about the best movie, Jurassic World? Maybe? Question mark? It's like, what?
And it's an enigma. Oh, you sent me a post earlier, and I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not. The isn't penguin a half bird? This is just a dude.
That's what watching too much
couldn't-
Batman Returns will do to a person.
Yeah, well, he's great in that movie. Stop getting shot at. Oh boy.
I noticed that then a second too late. Yeah, anime. Giving the Cyclops something to do with would be great.
He should be the main character.
No. It should be Wolverine again.
Of course.
He's the
I mean,
only,
the way.
it's the only X-Men that's important.
Wait, it's Ripley. What's going on with the androids?
I would really like that first X-Men movie to be the original team,
Damn it, I don't know.
and then build up to more of the 90s roster with the second one. That's what I want.
What the hell Apollo
I
was
don't even need them to do the 90s roster. What would be nice is, yeah, maybe do like the Lee era for the first film and just have them already established however they end up doing that. But then the second movie can be the Claremont thing where like the X-Men go missing and they have to put together a new team, which is the Claremont era.
Mm-hmm. You could also have someone like Rogue just on Magneto's side in the first movie, and then have her join the X-Men for the second movie. Like, you could go that route.
Yeah,
Some
because I mean,
characters like
Rogue
that.
isn't there for Lee and for all of the Claremont that I've read. Oh shit!
Mm-hmm. Even Gambit doesn't come until like 1990.
Yeah.
I also think like between the X-Men movies is when you could do the other stuff, both as other movies or shows like X-Force, New Mutants, Alpha Flight, X Factor, like that type of stuff. You could do as you could do those in between the X-Men movies.
Get off me!
Boy. Yeah. Fuck him up.
Fuck him up! Fuck him up! Shit.
Where's the alien when you need him?
Are you still coming after me, motherfucker?
Whoa.
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Oh my god. You killed him. Jesus.
What?
You're murdering these robots. What is robot?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I'm not a robot. Stop trying to kill me.
I am a human being.
You want to read
I'm
that in
real.
chat?
The anime fan was just saying that he thinks Patrick Stewart was irreplaceable as Professor X. I don't know, like, I thought McAvoy was great. Like, there are plenty of great actors who could do it. And he's just too old now. Like, I wish they didn't bring him back for Multiverse of Madness. They should have left it alone after Logan.
Yep. I mean, he is the worst part of that movie.
But maybe they'll get McAvoy back for Secret Wars. That could be cool. I also think a lot of people just assume Professor X is British now because of the movies, but he's not in the comics.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine. I'm glad they didn't make Patrick Stewart an American accent.
God damn it!
Oof.
No, I mean, it's absurd with First Class because he lives in, like, New York. Why is he British? James McAvoy's great example of Professor X, but I think of him as an older mentor. Well, certainly for mainstream X-Men, he should be older, but I think it works for what those prequels that they're doing.
Yeah. Also, he's in his 40s.
Changing alert status.
Damn it,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
He should have been in Deadpool and Wolverine.
I would have liked that cameo.
I don't even think you need to make him a cameo. Like, he could have been a major player since we're doing Cassandra Nova.
Maybe. I mean, the one I was hoping for we'd get would be James Marsden as Cyclops. That bit of redemption would have been nice. I think you could have put him in the Void, but they could bring it back for Secret.
Don't worry, Secret Wars will have 7 million cast.
Yeah. Well, they've also said, like, Doomsday is gonna have, like, 60 characters. Like, no! Like, just focus on some main characters for Doomsday, then Secret Wars should be the one that has 200,000.
Get off me! Deal with them!
Hello, Adam March. Nice to see you.
Yo, what's up, Adam March? We're gonna go for about maybe another half an hour if Robert is feeling alright.
Maybe 20 minutes.
Come on.
Yeah, I could do a half hour.
Don't wuss out. There you go.
Ooh. How dare
Adam
you.
March. Adam March just got
Gaming
a.
terminology.
Adam March just got here. We gotta go longer.
That's true.
Wait, for God's sakes, Apollo's let the androids off the leash. They're attacking on sight.
I don't know what the hell this is. They're not just responding to trespass violations, it's like they're hunting
For who?
for everyone.
I'm also shocked they still have Doomsday set to come out in just 2 years. I think that movie could be a mess.
I think that movie ended up getting delayed.
Yeah, we'll
Adam
see.
March at least another 3 hours. I gotta work tomorrow, buddy. Adam March, have you played this? No entry. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard that bit of dialogue, but the androids have just full on went like they're hunting people now.
I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked.
Rogue androids in an alien game?
Those dirty, evil androids.
Get the fuck off me. I have played it. Great atmosphere. Yes. that is true. Fuck, I don't know where the fuck to go. Don't shoot me.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Oh god.
Oh my, you're murdering a real person.
Yeah, did you see him pointing his gun at me?
That was just a murder. That was not self-defense. You are officially a killer.
An android really ruined it for the rest of the androids' reputations. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Bishop's kind of the outlier in the Alien franchise now. It's like
you get the one in Romulus. He was not bad.
That's true. That's 2, and then you got Winona Ryder. That's 3.
Yeah, really. It's just Ash and David.
Well, and Ash 2. Ash 2.0.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, and then you got 100 evil androids in this game.
Ash, Bishop, Ian Holt is amazing. I don't know, man. As much as I think I like Alien better, I love Bishop.
Bishop's great. Both great actors.
Wait, got some security shutters in there. Can you open them? Wait.
An anime fan brought up Mads Mikkelsen. He was rumored for Doctor Doom, and I was so against that because I love Mikkelsen, but he's been typecast as a lot of villains, and I was like, oh, come on, he's been an MCU villain already. And then we cast Robert Downey Jr. So.
Wait.
I would have been fine with Mads. I don't care that he's been in the MCU before.
Yeah, he's played enough villains. He's a great actor.
There's a limit on how many villains an actor can play.
I think so. I think so. When they play the same thing over and over again, yeah, when I know he's got range. I don't know, the Downey... But then that just makes me wonder if the multiverse angle was always the plan. Like, and then somebody had the idea, oh, what if we did Downey? So, I don't know.
I don't know. I think Mads would have been cool. I don't care that he's played a lot of villains. He's good at it.
Yeah, he's been in the MCU.
And their Blade has also been in the MCU. There's also an Esposito rumor for Doom years ago. Another man who only plays villains now. Oh, shit.
Oh, but yeah, a lot of people wanted him for Magneto, and again, great actor, but I'd rather something a little different.
I think the problem with Esposito is that, yes, he is a great actor, but he also only gets cast for one specific type of villain.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Mads Mikkelsen, I don't know, has been cast as a few different types of villains.
That's right.
Yeah, you're gonna catch me, motherfucker.
But also with the Downey thing, that did recontextualize some things where the assumption is, okay, so he's just going to be Doom for these 2 movies, right? Like, there will be a different MCU Doom after that. Like, that's what we're all assuming. It's a very weird situation.
It is. It's true, Gideon is just Gustavo Fring in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, exactly. The only time he gets to play something different is Maxine.
And he's great. And then at the end of the movie, he's kind of Gus again for one scene. But he's great. I love him in it.
I think he could. I would have actually liked to see him as Magneto, because that would have been a different type of villain for him.
Mm. Yeah, it just depends on the take. He is also rumored for Professor X, and I think that would be cool.
Except he doesn't want to sit in a wheelchair. So, maybe not.
Why? That sounds like the best job you could get.
No, because that was where that whole thing started. He talked about Professor X, and he's like, I wouldn't want to be sitting down that long.
Okay.
It's like, maybe you shouldn't play this role then.
He is getting up there. You know, he's not a young guy.
So what have you been up to, Adam Arch?
Why not ask me about Sevastopol Station?
Oh, God. Where's the stairs?
I'm pretty sure you started that fight.
I didn't do shit. He was also do the right thing. Been very busy, but happy to be able to get to stream tonight. Hell yeah. It's a busy time of year. We're doing Friday the 13th, part 2 tomorrow. You should all be there.
Yep. And before that, we'll do Batman Under the Red Hood on our Gotham channel. That'll be a fun commentary.
Jane Johnson has a cameo as a Doctor Doom variant. Why would that be funny? What's the joke? Robert, we're
Dwayne
back
Johnson's
to where we first met our killer robots.
Oh. Back where it began. Oh, he was saying because Dwayne Johnson's in your favorite movie, Doom.
Oh. Friday the 13th, I missed the Friday the 13th game. It was a short peek, but a fun game. Aw, man.
It was so good.
It was. Adam Arch, have you played the Evil Dead game?
Friday the 13th is part of that game. Is part of what gets me into those movies because I get that game for free in a PlayStation Plus sale, and I'm like, oh, this looks fun. I should finally start watching them. So that was part of the incentive, you know, and started my binge watch of those movies in like 2018 or whatever that was. It was a good time.
God
That
damn.
game was great, but the player base there sucks now. It's really
I
important.
feel old. I bought that game because I was like, oh fuck yeah, Jason's back. Yeah, I mean, oh, you should pick it up and play with us.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
Okay, so yeah, so now we know exactly how the alien got on board. It was that flashback. They brought her on board with the facehugger on.
Oh, it all makes sense now. But I think we already got some exposition about that before we saw that cutscene, like a while
We got
ago.
a reference that there was someone brought something on board, but like we didn't know who.
Yeah.
I guess I should.
Yeah,
save.
it's just a weird placement for that flashback.
In fairness, the player
No.
base was never great. Yeah.
That's true. It's just gotten so much worse. But there was a good like pocket of time where that was a real fun game. Adam Arch, who was your main counselor, and what was your main Jason?
Why the fuck?
I don't know.
I'll let you
but I
answer that
think
first, Jan.
Samuels does.
And did you have a main?
I did not have a main counselor because like I don't care.
I need to find him.
But I was a part 7 Jason.
No.
That's the best looking one. Very slow. Very tough to play as.
No, it was not that great. I would switch it up every so often, but I had to represent my boy Kane Hodder.
I'm not fucking staying here.
Ricardo, I need you to do this.
The part
Leave
8
me on
one's
the
a bit
station and
OP.
keep me covered.
People played part 8 Jason a
Ricardo.
lot.
Yeah.
Sure. Of course.
Sit tight. Lock the fucking doors and don't let anyone in. Look after
I
him.
think once I
I'll come back
unlocked
for you.
part 4 Jason, that's the one I played as the most.
Boo!
Why?
Zombie Jason is best Jason.
Hmm. I also like part 2 Jason. He's got all the tramps.
Oh god, get away from me.
Wow,
I
it's
just
so judgy.
I hate stupid baghead Jason.
Wow. Well, that'll be a fun commentary tomorrow.
I mean, I like that movie. That's the worst Jason design. I never got to unlock it, but low-key, one of my favorite Jason designs is the Jason Goes to Hell design. It's part of what pisses me off about that movie, because we never get to see it.
It was also a nightmare to film in. Kane Hodder hated filming in that costume.
Yeah. And in March, I think I used part 3. Honestly, I was always playing as Jason. Lucky bastard. I could never get a game as Jason.
Also, I think I mentioned this in our commentary, one of the girls in that workout video that our favorite character Axel is watching in part 4 is then later in Friday 13th part 6 is one of the counselors.
Oh.
Yeah, she's in 2 movies. It's 2 different characters.
What is this, the Jason Voorhees multiverse?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget, have I told you or have you read about the Freddy vs. Jason comics?
Yeah, you've mentioned them.
The sequel might be one of the most deranged, unhinged things I've ever read.
I know that they kill off the main girl from that movie, but she looks nothing like her, probably because they didn't want to pay for her likeness.
That's in the first. That's in the first 5 minutes of the first one. The second one is it brings back all of the survivors from both franchises.
Oh.
What? Hold on. Simon.
Oh, Adam Arch just said that once we
Nightmare on
we
Elm
should
Street
do some-
commentary.
Yeah.
So we have good news for
funny
you.
mentioned that.
We are we are starting in November a remake and original movie commentary series where we'll be doing the original and then the remake. And one of those on our list is the first Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's gonna be our pilot.
It is.
Nightmare on Elm Street with everyone's favorite remake. Noah better not flake out on us on that one. He likes that one.
We'll get Austin to do it.
We'll get Cap.
I was so sad he didn't watch the remake when he did that Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I think he stopped at 6 because I don't remember if he also did Freddy vs. Jason.
He didn't do Freddy vs. Jason, but he did New Nightmare.
Oh, okay, and he didn't like it. That surprised me.
No, he was more lukewarm on it because the ending is a little mixed. It's Eric that doesn't like it. Adam Arch, that remake makes me physically ill. You gotta watch it with us, Adam Arch.
And I'm sure I've asked this before. Do you have a date yet when that Friday the 13th remake 4K is coming out?
I'm actually glad you mentioned that because it just got delayed.
Oh no!
But nothing that will interfere. Hold on, let me check Amazon. Now arriving September 24th. 8382. 8382.
8675309. Yeah, Adam Arch, you should go back. That was during the Eric era. Cap reviewed all the Halloween movies and most of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Those were fun. He's threatened to do the Friday the 13th reviews. I've stopped asking about it because I just don't think he cares or has the time. But I think that would be fun. Because he talked for years about going through all the Jason movies and he just hasn't gotten to it.
I even said I'd do it with him. No, but Cap, that might have one of my favorite, like, I don't want to say bad, just kind of wacky Cap opinions, where he's like, 6 is kind of really important.
Wait, what?
No, he was like super positive on Nightmare 6.
Oh yeah, him and
Oh,
Eric
God.
were- and I don't agree.
I like the first half of that movie a lot.
I like parts of it.
I think
Well,
it loses all of its energy after that first part.
And I think the franchise as a whole, if I recall, I think he did prefer the Nightmare movies over the Halloween movies just because they were more fun
I mean,
and
that's
weird.
that's not even close.
The Halloween franchise as a whole is pretty lame.
Trash. How much I hate Freddy's Dead. Freddy's Dead's not that bad.
I don't like it very much, but it's got some good parts.
I am apologist for the first half of that movie, but once they get back to the like orphanage or whatever that they work in, that movie just loses all of its momentum.
And I still haven't seen the Nightmare remake, so
Please make that a
I'll be
blind read.
forced to watch it.
You gotta come into that blind, please.
I guess I could. I already know all the big spoilers from it, so
It's not that complicated of a movie. It's kind of dumb.
Well, the most I just know that the most interesting thing that movie poses, it backtracks on. So it's like, oh, well, why'd you even do that?
Oh, come on. There's plenty. The kills are really funny in Freddy's Dead.
Looks like the place is going to die.
It's got some of Robert Englund's best comedy work. The sets are really cool, at least for the first half.
It's got Freddy with the power glove.
Yeah, now I'm playing with power. It's better than 5. Maybe better than 4. I don't know.
I agree with that.
I'd have to go through them again. It has been a minute since I've watched those. Nightmares
4
are a
and
series that
5
I like well enough. I don't go back to them a lot.
Me neither. I need an excuse to go through the whole series again. 4 and 5 both have good stuff, and I wish I could just combine them together into one decent movie. That's the problem.
I think that's part of why I don't like 4 and 5 is because in my mind they two combine into one movie and I can't tell which one is
They just
which.
gel together. Right, yeah. By 5, they should have mixed it up and just made a Christmas movie or something.
Yeah, it's
Shoot
insane that the only gimmick movie we get is oh god, get off, go away. Is the 6th one and it's crappy 3D.
Yeah, and the 7th one's debatably a gimmick. Just with the meta.
Yeah, but that's not even in the continuity.
Yeah, we never get Freddy in space. We never go there.
You know how awesome that would have been?
We haven't gotten Chucky in space yet. I'm kind of surprised. That feels like the natural conclusion.
Does it?
With how insane the Child's Play franchise is, and then it's in a long-running TV show now, yeah. I think we're going to space at some point.
The only positive Freddy's Dead is that it made me pay attention to how many Elm Streets there are when I'm driving rigs. Every house has an Elm Street. I love that line. You get Alice Cooper as his deranged stepdad in that movie. Alice Cooper's always fun.
It's also funny that we get like 3 movies in a row with flashbacks to Freddy's origin, and they always look completely different.
Yeah, that does not line up.
Like we do it again in Freddy vs. Jason, and they just don't bother trying to match them.
Well, Freddy vs. Jason, you can tell is made by somebody who's never seen a Nightmare or Friday movie in his life. I like that movie, but
I'm not as high on it as a lot of other people are. I think it's fine. Like, it's got some fun moments.
I think when it's actually like Freddy and Jason on screen together, it comes to life.
Yes.
It drags a little bit when it's just the humans.
Yeah. It's got a fun third act.
And I have yet to be convinced that movie would be 100 times better if you had Kane Hodder.
It should have been Kane Hodder. The guy's fine. Nothing against that guy. It's cool that he got to play Jason.
So fun fact, I don't know if you knew this, because I don't know if you've seen that big 8-hour documentary.
I can't.
The diner in part 8, the
Yes.
the chef that gets thrown against the mirror, that is Freddy versus Jason.
That is correct. Cool guy.
Adam Arch, I think Freddy vs. Jason is 4th overall for me on my nightmare ranking. It's just a fun hangout movie. Yeah, I mean, slashers are the best hangout movies.
That's how I feel about a lot of the nightmare movies, including Freddy vs. Jason. This is just more fun if I'm watching it with someone.
Yeah,
but if I'm just watching a movie, if I'm just watching one by myself, it's gonna be 1, 3, or New Nightmare.
Yes. I mean, I could watch Freddy vs. Jason by myself and have a good time. But I'm used to that. Growing up, I didn't have people to watch these movies with. If I didn't watch it by myself, I was watching it with my grandma.
Yeah, if I'm just ranking it with the Jason movies, I think it would rank pretty low. I think I like Jason X.
I mean, Jason X is just better. There's no... What the fuck is happening?
It's probably that alien.
I also think I've said it, I don't know if this is blasphemy. I love the original. I think part 3 is my favorite nightmare movie.
I mean, that's fine. They're both great movies. Maybe on my next rewatch,
It has that balance
that's just
between dark and scary Freddy and the funny Freddy that I like.
Mm-hmm. And I think 1 is really great. It just falls apart at the end.
Mm-hmm. But if I'm ranking slasher franchises, Freddy's probably 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. I'd put Evil Dead over it.
I said slasher.
Well, I was just thinking horror franchises.
Horror franchises, it's maybe 5th.
Yeah, because Evil Dead. For me myself, I'd put Friday the 13th over Nightmare.
Same.
I just have more fun with those movies.
I just like Jason
collectively. Better. Yeah, I know that more Nightmare movies are probably objectively better films than most Friday movies. I just think they're more.
Adam Arch Jr. is really good. 2nd is for Scary Freddy. I mean, I like Scary Freddy. I think he's best when he's at a balance, in 3, where he's legitimately scary, but he's also making one-liners like "Welcome to prime time, bitch."
Great. And then the Child's Play, I'd put over Nightmare.
Yes, because Child's Play is also more consistent. There's more great movies in Child's Play than there is in Nightmare.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we also know that Leprechaun's your real favorite.
I wanted to like that franchise more than I did. I like a lot about it.
Yeah, and then again, if we're talking slashers, I'd put Scream above Nightmare for me.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, it's so hard to rank Scream in the slashers, because it is a slasher, but it's also a satire.
Yeah, it's a different thing, and I know a lot of people prefer the Freddy movies because they get to be more creative, they get to be more goofy, but I don't know. I'm a slasher guy. I like just a basic slasher movie. When it's done well, I just find it fun. With Freddy, the trade-off is, you get more creative sets and scenarios and sequences. But you also get a lot more lore and exposition that's never consistent, and they keep changing it. And that drags a lot of those movies down a lot. Friday movies are usually very simple.
And they don't give a shit.
Yeah. That's the worst stuff in Freddy vs. Jason, is just all the lore they're trying to establish and explain. It's I don't care, I just want to see them fight.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's scary. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no. They're like lemmings.
I'm going to touch you. You'll become hysterical.
Scream 1 is definitely better. I think Scream 4 is also better. Scream 2 and 3 are not as good as Nightmare.
No, I don't know if I agree with that. I love Scream 4 a lot. Again, Nightmare 1's great. It just falls apart at the end. That's the one thing.
Scream 4 is just such a perfect satire on the reboot culture of the time.
And it's just a fun movie. Like, it's of the Scream sequels, it's the most rewatchable for me. It's just a fun time.
It's the best sequel.
I do like 2 a lot, but I usually rewatch 4 more.
I need a key card.
But I think I'm ready to wrap up when you get to the next save point. Just FYI.
Robert, wake up!
Dirty robots. Fuck you. Did my half hour.
Alright, we got the key card, so if there's a save on the other side, we'll... No, I am a slasher and zombie guy.
You do like the zombies.
Yeah. Can
that's
zombies
the
make a
thing.
comeback now? Like, I miss zombies.
Yeah, everyone got sick of them. And now they've been away for a minute. That's a franchise, like, I never even know how, because when we talk about ranking, like, Child's Play or Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th, like, or Evil Dead, I never think of the I never think of the Night of the Living Dead franchise, because I don't know where the hell I'd put that. Because what are we counting? Like, even if it's just the Romero movies, I don't know where I'd rank it. But plus, there's a couple I still need to see, so it's like, what say you on that?
In terms of horror, I've never counted that as a franchise. It's weird because, like, yeah, you get when he comes back to it, and, like, I like Land of the Dead more than most people. I don't like Survival or Diary, but to me, it's when I rank those, when I think of them, it's the trilogy.
Right.
Like they
It
didn't.
has a trilogy. It's one of the best.
It might be my second favorite trilogy.
The usual.
Behind Evil Dead.
Of course. Adam March, Robert, wake up. I don't like this.
And then with the Night of the Living Dead franchise, you have the remakes, and then the other remakes, and then the sequels to the remakes.
No, if you count it
It's
as
like,
a overall franchise, it's kind of dog shit. But don't worry, I'll make you watch those one day.
We'll get there.
Have you seen the 90s movie?
It is. It's pretty good. Tom Savini's kind of disowned it because that movie had a messy production and it wasn't really what he wanted it to be. But I think it turned out decent.
I like it. So, like, obviously the original is a better movie. But man, sometimes there's just times where I'd rather watch that so I don't have to deal with the original Barbara.
Right. That's the big improvement.
Like, I get it that it was of the times, but that doesn't make it fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. I mean, I'd be curious to know more what Savini's vision was. You know, what those earlier drafts of that script looked like. But like I said, I think the movie turned out decent.
Release the Savini cut.